If you have 3 amazing seasons and it ends with a cliffhanger, I don't know if you're going to be like, you should watch this show, but sorry, the ending sucks.
I absolutely love this film.
Get into that.
We're giving wrestler.
Hello. Hey, made it.
We're going.
So on Click and Tell, what we do is we go through your social media. So we try to find.
Yeah, that's what everyone
Because it's
says.
great because you
Everyone
learn
says,
about
"Oh,
the journey you've gone through over the years and how you have evolved.
I hope none of these get me in trouble. I haven't looked back.
So we went all the way down to your first post, and I think it was 2012.
I'm gonna say this is one of the first.
and
I
it's
think,
the best.
One of the first journeys through someone's social media where I'm like, there's zero trouble here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
very
no.
first, this is your very first post.
Oh, Boo. That was my dog, Boo.
Yeah.
She was the sweetest dog. My wife had a dog. I thought she should have a friend. My wife got angry because I got that dog, and then she fell in love with it, and and they were best friends. Sadly, Boo isn't with us anymore, but she was the best. My dogs we have a new dog, Bear. We had Boo, we had Daisy, we had Bear, and all of them fall in love with my mother. And
She has that energy.
She's like the
I
dog
come
whisperer,
home, the
right?
dog's
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, cool, good to see you. My mom comes through the door, and it's like bat out of hell, flying over, like jumping to her waist. I'm like, okay.
Have you ever like tried to study what she does?
Yeah,
to
she feeds
emulate?
them bacon and anything else
there
that
you
she
go.
wants. She just spoils them.
That's the secret.
But that's me too. Like the dog comes to me because I give treats.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my husband doesn't like
No,
that.
your
but
dog
it's-
likes me because your dog just likes me as a person.
That is true. He,
right?
he
Just
does.
on the
And he does
inside.
love you. Yeah.
We've got a selection of photos here now for you.
That's what these are? Yeah, these are. I thought this was just like a really, really low budget bounce.
Is this the light bounce? Yeah.
We should
It's
have
a
done
very
that.
large card game.
So we went through again your social media.
Okay.
We just randomly put the photos out.
Sure.
We love to hear the story behind it. And I got to say, the one thing I learned about you is that you love golf,
I do love golf.
you love hockey,
I do love hockey.
and
you
someone
love-
very special.
And I do love my wife.
Yeah.
Most of the time, these are at like friends' weddings, the occasional Hollywood event that has a photo booth, and we always go to the photo booth. Next one.
Yeah.
This is Upload Season 1, Upload Season 3. I don't think this was Season 4. It might have been Season 4. Was it Season 4?
In
Yeah.
in
Okay.
the caption, you're talking about basically beginnings and endings here.
Yeah, you can see it in our faces and how old we got.
saying,
Not
it's
all of us.
amazing. You look
They
amazing.
look
Everyone looks
beautiful.
amazing.
I look like 2 different human beings. I look like this guy's uncle. We were like, we should just kind of try and recreate a version of the first picture we took. And the final season comes out on Monday, August 25th. So depending on when this comes out, it may already be out already, but it's a final season. I'm super proud of it. You don't always get to have a final season, and I love it.
This project must be really special to you.
It was my 30s. I shot it from being 29 to 36, and it's coming out when I'm 37. So it's been, across 8 years. I love the people. I love the show. If I wasn't on it, I would hate watch it for sure because I didn't get it. But I just love Greg Daniels. I'm a huge fan of his.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite things that I've ever done.
Been doing TV for a very long time. You mentioned, you don't always get to finish that story.
Yeah.
And you actually got to get around to doing an ending proper for this one. What do you think about modern TV, modern streaming, the way that we watch programming, and the way that it's made now?
I think it means even more to have an ending because, you used to watch something that was syndicated. You would pop it on TV and you would just jump into a random episode and you would just kind of watch whatever was in front of you, or you had the DVD box set or whatever. Now it's like, okay, it's on Amazon. It will live on Amazon as long as there is a Prime Video, or unless they feel like licensing it out to somebody else. And then I think it's a lot easier to tell somebody to watch something if there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. If you have 3 amazing seasons and it ends with a cliffhanger, I don't know if you're going to be like, you should watch this show, but sorry, the ending sucks.
So
Right,
is the
but there's no
ending
ending.
really an ending?
The ending's
or is it
really
an
an
ending
ending.
where you think it's an ending?
There's
but you're like stuck in this.
There's a small little like one of these, but it's not like, what? Like, how do you do this? And that was season 3. Season 3, you're like, okay, which
Yeah.
Nathan survived? And that would have been a devastating way to leave the show for me, for the fans, for the creatives. So we knew that it was a final season. Greg did such an incredible job. The series finale is one of the most beautiful things I've ever read, and I was just super lucky to be a part of it.
When you read the script for the first time, so curious what your thoughts were. Was there confusion or understanding of how this was going to all work? Did you do research on AI? Like, how did it?
No, I mean, I'm a gamer. I love tech. I can't keep up with it now because it moves so much faster than it used to. But at the time, I was like, oh, this is really interesting. This is fun. This is fresh. And I love Greg. And, you know, accidentally, he wrote the character in my voice. I was just like, oh, this is super me.
Yeah.
And I went in and read for him, and he had me cold read 3 scenes, and I hate cold reads because I like to prepare, and they just came right to me like that, and that's kind of when you know that the writing works for the way you speak.
Yeah, you're brilliant in this character.
Oh,
It's
thank you so
amazing,
much. Oh, this is in Vancouver. We were shooting Upload probably season 2. No, Robbie's a baby. This might have been season 3, but probably season 2. I'll take any excuse to get to the driving range. So this is just me teaching a 1-year-old version of my son how to golf.
Is he into it?
Yeah.
He likes it. He's much more into hockey, but like he loves to go to the driving range, but he's like me. He's like, no driving range, let's go on the course. And I'm like, you're 5. You can't go on the course. They're gonna kick me out of the course. Yeah.
How excited were you about the possibility of having multi-generational golf game here?
You know, I play with my dad, and I play together all the time. It's how we spend the most time together by a mile. He brought me up playing. I love playing with friends. I love playing with family, but like my dad and I play during the summer once or twice a week. It's easier when Robbie's in some kind of camp or when he's in school, so it's easier beginning or end of summer. But I can't wait to take him out on the course more often. We've played like 9 holes here and 9 holes there, and he'll stick around for like 4 holes, and then he just wants to like chase the birds that are around. I'm like, don't touch them, but like chase them, that's fine. He's 5. He just has to have fun, and we have a blast.
Love that.
How is 5 going?
5's awesome. 5's so fun.
Right? After 3, everything just gets better.
Yeah, after 1, everything got better. That first year, I'm like, this is brutal.
3s, I call it terrible 3s. My 3s were not.
0 to 1 is a joke. You're like, okay, I'm just keeping this thing alive and and trying to decide what it wants when it's
At a certain
crying.
point, you can just kind of like have it on you.
Yeah,
and just doing all
But
the
at
things.
3, they talk back at you, right? That
Yeah, but
happens to
sometimes
you?
that's funny. I feel like he was either late 2s or early 3s.
Yeah.
He was pooping, and he was like, okay, I'm done. And I was like, okay. And he's like, wipe my butt. And I was like, please. And he was like, what? And I was like, please wipe my butt, Daddo. And he was like, please. And then I go, bend over. And he goes, please. And I go, no, I'm doing you the favor. I don't have to say please. And he was like, say please. And I was like, wipe your own butt. And we have this argument about wiping his butt. And I was like, well, I'll take this one with me for a long time. Yeah.
See?
That's great.
I'm telling you, the 3s. Okay, last one.
Okay.
Oh.
Me and my much older cousin, Steve,
Much older?
7 years. People are like, who's older? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? I'm like, look at his face.
He's your favorite cousin.
He is.
Yeah.
Sorry, other cousins. He's the best. I just saw him. We had our fantasy football draft in Palm Springs. He's excited about the graphic novel.
Tell us about the graphic novel. That must be exciting for you.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this is something that's really special to me and to Jeff and to Steve and to the whole Code 8 back end on our side and everybody that works on it here. Our big thing is like we're always asked by fans like, what more are you going to do? What more is there?
Right.
And we want to make a 3rd movie at some point. Part 2 was wildly successful. Thank you. It was huge. It was big numbers on Netflix. It also popped Part 1 huge on Netflix. So I think across the 2 movies, we have over 100 million. But they take a long time, you know, like Jeff and Chris have to write the movie, prep it, produce it, shoot it, post-production. It's like, it's a huge deal. We talked a lot about different versions of another piece of Code 8, and kind of a graphic novel kind of felt like the right thing. Less expensive, so we could take a swing on it. It's something we could bring people in on again, because a lot of people wanted to be involved in Part 2, but Part 2 was Netflix, and it was like, we can't take your money, we can't take, like, you can't actually support this other than with your love and spreading the word, which was amazing and was huge for us. But a lot of people want to be a part of what we're making, so this is our next chance to bring people in.